Here's Steffens. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Tompkins. He picked up 15 points in their last win again. It's Black in the corner. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Black's got a couple of threes now in the first for New York.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Steffens can't get it to go.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Steffens. Pass to Anderson. Shot from 16.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Long. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Black. 20-point game for him in the win again.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at New York. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. Just a couple spots back.
Well, I think for New York, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game in the postseason. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how well suited they are for playoff basketball, but we will find out soon enough.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And I imagine this is a really tough stretch of the season for teams that, Steve, are on the outside of the playoff picture.
It is, Kevin. But no player in this league should quit on the season. There's a lot you can do on working on your individual and team chemistry and team camaraderie for the next season.
Johnson, he's checked in for Washington. Here's Black. He's got 8. The offensive rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Was red hot. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
A different look for New York. Boomer, he's checked in for buckets. Freak comes in for G, and the franchise is subbed in for the Prophet. Here's the franchise. 14 points from him the last game again, and that one good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Being a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. New York leading by 9. Here's Free. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good from Freak. Here is Davis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Stephens. And he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Freak. He picked up 12 points in their last win again. There's the lob to the hoop.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Stephens gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. Pass to Freak. Here's the franchise. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Stephens, following the score by New York. They double in with Freak. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New York. New York leading by 9. Johnson, the pass to the franchise. Now, Freak. Here's the franchise. Stephens pulls it in.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
For the 3. Anderson right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for ABC. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. 8th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact, and sometimes even initiates it.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
So for New York, their last game, a win against Montreal.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game again. Here's ABC. He's guarded by Johnson. 1:24 left here in the first quarter. And that one's good. Freak.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jackson looking it over. Here's Fox. Dishes it to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's the franchise. Here's Freak. And the rejection by Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
New York leading by 5. Johnson outside. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Back to Johnson. 5 on the clock. And he makes that one.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
"15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's tipped, stolen by Jackson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now just a 2-point New York lead. To the inside with 2 seconds left. No good on the layup. And we'll be back with you shortly. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Jackson is out there with Jackson, and it's Fox. Then there's Anderson, and it's ABC in at the small forward. Jackson misses. And so here is New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Johnson. The wing jumper off target.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
14 feet away. Jackson misses. New York shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Yep, that one goes. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And the pass to ABC. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. ABC's got 5 now. ABC's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Stolen by Jackson. And it's all evened up. Here's the franchise. New York calls timeout. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Stephens. He's got 10. The drive by Jackson and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Jackson hits both of them. Here's Long. He has 5. Passes it to Black. Here's Buckets. Drops one in from the wing. quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Stephens. He's covered by Washington. Jackson misses. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bucket's got 4 points now in the quarter. Jackson with it. Washington's on him. Jackson kicks to Jackson. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Black. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. Second in scoring, 12th in three-point field goal percentage, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will. Second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. Now, here's Washington. 8 points his last outing. Here's Long. Sweet little floater. Now it's a 4-point New York lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Stevens, the pass to ABC. Pocket 6. Stephens. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Long. He has 7. The shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Long's got 9. From the field, 44%, not bad. Outside, Davis. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Well, if the pressure's increased in the second half of the season, you would know it from looking at these numbers these wingmen have put up from the free throw line since All-Star. You look at G, deadly on the strike. Someone you do not want to foul.
And there are some smooth strokes among that group, guys. I mean, just effortless perfection when they are at the strike.
They might not all have the same technique, but they all have the same results.
And G with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by G. And a fast break now for New York. Launches the 3, and again, New York with the triple.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Anderson passes to Stevens to stop the run. Anderson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Black. 14 points for him. Can't connect from short range. Here's Stephens. And Anderson has it in the corner. It's Davis on the wing. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by New York. They've led by as many as 11 points. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls, and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here's Stevens, and a strong finish with two hands.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. New York leading by 12. Here's Black. A three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Stevens. They grab their own miss. Anderson passes to Stevens. Goes back up. Outside, Davis. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. New York shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Black the pass to Wong. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Tompkins checked in for Boomer. For New York, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now here's Davis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Stephens. Lobbed up there for Anderson, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Jackson, he's checked in for Davis.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And Long gets it to go.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
On the wing, Jackson takes the three, drops in the tray. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And here is Washington. 5 points in the game. Throws it up high.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Pass to Reddick. Fires it up. Here's Stephens. 16 points for him. They break it out. 5 on 3. Here's Wong. No good with the triple. Here's Stephens. Jackson in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got 12 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Red Hot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
A different look for New York. Johnson, he's checked in for G. Freak comes in for Washington. And the franchise is subbed in for the Prophet. 1:29 left now here in the second. Freak dishes to Johnson. Here's Tompkins. And Billups pulls it down.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Johnson outside. The pass to the franchise. .56 seconds left in the second quarter. Billups at the block. An even 3-on-3 break. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Anderson.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Freak. The shot from the low post is good. Freak's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
26 seconds left to play in the first half. Stevens, the pass to Billups. Here's Stephens. 16 points for him. Second shot opportunity. With the clock winding down, it's tipped. They recover it. And so it's New York heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Thibodeau. Coach, the rebounding differential not in your favor. What do you see?
Well, they're going every time.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for New York. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
They aren't playing tight enough defense. That's pretty clear. There needs to be a lot better communication. Guys are playing defense on an island a lot of times, and that's getting them burned.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
We're getting back to the action with the third quarter ahead in this Mother's Day broadcast of the NBA. You look at the prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
They've got prime time. Prophet is out there with Washington. Then it's G, and it's buckets in at the 4-man position. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here we go, one-on-one. There's Jackson with the 3. Passes to Red from the arc. Stolen by Washington. And a fast break now for New York. Here's Long. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Long. Stephens pulls it in. Stephens got rebound number 8 now on the night. Inside, and then Billups with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Anderson passes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Stolen by Washington. break now for New York. And that one's good by Tompkins.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
To the middle, here's Anderson. It's rebounded by New York. Bucket's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. To the wing on the left, wide open. That shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Tompkins, it's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Stephens, 16 points for him. It's stolen by G. Here's Washington, and he misses the fast break layup. Pass to Long. Drills the three-pointer. Long's got 22 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. Reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. New York with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Black. Shoots. The quick look, no good that time.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the paint. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Anderson. Up and in on the layup. Anderson's got 16.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Phillips with the block, and it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Johnson, he's checked in for New York. Here's Tompkins. He's got 10. Nice defense from Billups. It's stolen by G. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For New York, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's Stevens. Count it, good. Stevens got 20 points.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Passes it to Tompkins. Down low, here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Red Hot. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's right around 9 points a night, 2 assists and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Here's Stevens. He's got 20. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York on Tuesday and then on Wednesday.
And Kevin, oddly enough, this is the type of team that might be better on the road. They've been playing some good basketball lately, and this road trip shouldn't slow them down one bit.
Here's Stevens. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. 4 on the clock. Billups kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple. Here's New York. They're on a 17-6 run. Johnson, the teardrop falls in. And New York leads by 13.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. The franchise is checked in for New York.
And a moment now to see the stats for Anderson. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 9th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
A nice shot by Black.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Stevens. Picked his pocket. And a fast break now for New York. And Long gets it to go. Long's got 24.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's the franchise. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now here's Johnson. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Anderson can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's Freak, top of the key. Hits the target from 18 feet. Freak's got 12.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside, Billups. Pasquaretta fires for 3, and the 3 ball is good. 7 points in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Pass to Freak. Here's the franchise. To the paint. Here's Johnson. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Jackson has the open look. And yes, a nice assist from Phillips. 18 points for the Beast.
That's a smart move to pull up for a 3 on the break. Defenses usually pack the paint and forget to guard the outside jump shot.
Freak passes to the franchise. Now here's Freak. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Buckets. He's checked in for Tompkins. New York leading by 12. Johnson outside. There's the pass to Buckets. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Getting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Here's Stephens. 25 points in the game. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Craig, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Buckets. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. Look at G, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Here's Stephens, Jackson, and the layup falls. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
That's tipped. Here's Stephens. He's guarded by Johnson. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. .44 seconds left in the 3rd. Freak with it. 15 points in the game. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Stephens. 25 points in the game. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's New York sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open. And a chance right now to show you our... State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. ABC is out there with Jackson. Then there's Anderson. And there's Doc. And it's Fox in at the 4.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Back to Johnson. It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. Left side, Billups. Kicks it to Anderson. Pass to Stevens. They double in with Freak. Shot clock at 6. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And the first one drops.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And New York making a change here. Bonds checked in, and so Billups nails both of them. Now, here's Washington. Stolen by Jackson. And the lead is down inside single digits. Jackson's got 20.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
Now, here's Washington. Guarded by Jackson. 5 to shoot. Back to Johnson. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Black the pass to Johnson. The putback, and it's Fox with the rebound. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Anderson against Johnson. Anderson passes to Stevens. Back to Anderson. Here's Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw missing. Tompkins checked in for New York. And he can't hit the second. New York leading by 9. Bounce pass Washington. Tompkins passes to Black. Here's Long. He's covered by Anderson. The shot by Long, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Tompkins. Washington kicks to Black. Back to Washington. The pass to Long. To the middle. Lock at 6. And the shot is good. 10 points for Buckets.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Buckets gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Pass to Billups. Lays it up and banks it in.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every passage.
New York calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Stevens, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
New York leading by 8. Here's Long. And it's Fox with the rebound. Fox has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Stephens. It's rebounded by New York. Buckets got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Black. He's covered by Anderson. It's good. Black's got 23 points.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
And the foul called on G. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my goodness. His 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Pass to Long. And it's denied by Fox.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Stevens, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Long. Long. From the stripe. The second chance effort. He lays it in. 25 points for G.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Got a hand on it. There's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Stephens. And he hits the bucket. Stephens got 39.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Black the pass to Buckets. The 3. And Long gets it to go. Long's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Stephens. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Bucket's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Washington, guarded by Jackson. Washington passes to Tompkins. And G with the stop.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Here's Steffens. Bucket is good. Steffens got 41.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Here's Black, defended by Anderson. Lets it fly from 18. And Long gets it to go. Long's got 32 points in the game. Here's Steffens. The kick out to Anderson from past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Black. Buckets passes to Black. Some nice passing by New York here. Now Washington. Pass to Long. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And again, New York with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Stevens, the pass to Billups. And he gets it to go. Billups has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Washington passes to Buckets. Back to Washington. Now the pass to Long. And again, New York with the triple.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Here's Steffens. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Billups, and then Billups with the jam.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New York.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for G.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that. And cause turnovers.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. He's perfect from the line this time. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Burton. Over Billups. Billups with the block. Here's Steffens. Outside for Jackson. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so here is New York. It's a 16-point game. Strong, the pass to Long. for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
quiet anymore.